Matinee baseball from stepping in, Whit Merrifield. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for the Royals.
Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, a lot of this offense runs through the Moose, Mike Moustakas. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1 and 2. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. KC down in order, and now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Here comes Brett Gardner now as he'll lead things off in the home first.
Leading off for the Yankees, number 11, left fielder, Brett Gardner.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is in the air out to left field. And Gordon's there to take it in for the first out. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Pitch on the way. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Career numbers against Danny Duffy. He's 1 for 5. 1-0 count. Here it is. A bouncer to the left side. Escobar fields it cleanly, and there's out number 2. Here's Didi Gregorius looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
Set and the pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
These are the moments you can't relax. You never know when you're going to be able to score a few runs off a great pitcher. Here's the spot right here early. Have to find a way. You're happy with one, but if someone can catch a gap, this game could get out of hand pretty quick.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Ground ball left side. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second. Digging in now for Kansas City, Lucas Duda. And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman. Well, there are the judges' chambers, and what a cool thing it's become here in the Bronx, and well-deserved for Aaron Judge, of course, with the way he exploded onto the scene as a rookie in 2017.
Just two simple words. All rise. Aaron Judge first onto the scene. And what's really cool about the judges' chambers, all of those seats you're looking at right there are all given towards community organizations, charities, and even Little League teams. So the judges' chamber is going towards a good cause.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Judge is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Royals bats are quiet there. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in, the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. Career numbers against Danny Duffy. He's gone 3 for 11. 2 of those hits were for home runs. First pitch coming. Here it is. Drives it the other way to deep right. Going back is the right fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Hey, guys, take a look at how Kansas City sets up on D. And we're fortunate enough to watch one of the best outfielders in the game. The Gold Glover resides in left field. Can go back on balls as easily as go in on balls. Strong, accurate throwing arm. Look for him to make a play today.
Stepping up now, Miguel Andujar. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Good. 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Next for New York, Greg Bird. Try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a line drive right at the third baseman. And welcome back to Major League Baseball on MLB Network as we're set for the top half of the third from the Bronx. And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman. Down and away, ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider. Third inning, no score to this point. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Alcides Escobar is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Digging in now for the Yankees, number 25. He readies for his first plate appearance.
Number 25.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. The 0-1 delivery. Ground ball sent back up the middle. On to first is Escobar, one away.
Batting ninth, catcher, Austin.
Now batting, Austin Romine, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with one away.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Here's Brett Gardner now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Ready with the 0-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Oh, you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Here's big Aaron Judge. In the dirt here, and he is in there. They couldn't get him at second, and that's going to wipe away the possibility of a double play as the runner moves into second.
Well, that's not a real good look when you flail at what ends up being a wild pitch. Doesn't say much about your pitch recognition, but regardless, the runner is able to advance, so we'll see if he can drive him in now.
From the stretch. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well, as he's behind 0-2 now.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know if he's throwing you tough pitches, he does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. With Merrifield next to hit. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
The 1-1. Popped him up. Bird has a play. One down.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at-bat, number 7. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Called strike 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Back up. Oh, no, that got him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Yeah, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Count is 1-2 now. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Salvador Perez. Base hit in his first trip. Gregorius to his left. He's there for it. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. Here's Lucas Duda now. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. First pitch of the at-bat.
You know, D'Lo, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender.
It's through. Let's see if they send him around to try to score. And not in time as the run scores.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Perez on second. Duda at first. 2 out in the inning. And Gordon looks at ball 4. And that brings in Hunter Dozier. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Royals settle for just the 1 to the bottom of inning number 4. Here's Didi Gregorius, set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Didi Gregorius.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Digging in to try it again, Giancarlo Stanton. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. Oh, I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Hey, after that terrible swing, you find yourself down 0-2. Step out, deep breath, adjust the batting gloves, flip a coin, and go all in on something.
Grounded sharply, but right at that loaded side of the infield. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, center fielder.
In now, Aaron Hicks. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just a tick behind for a strike. Hit on the ground toward the left. Moustakas has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So the ready for another chance. Brian Goodwin comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game, and he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Number 25 ranges back, and he has it for route number 2.
The batter, number 15.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Whit Merrifield. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Two out, nobody on. A 2-1 count to the leadoff hitter for Kansas City. Weak chopper up the line. That's a foul ball. The 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. He'll try it again. 3-2. This pitch is popped up. Bird is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Royals. Here's Miguel Andujar now. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
The 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. Makes the play. 1 away.
Up next for
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now.
Bird.
He's set. Here it comes. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Popped him up, and no one will get this one. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. So striding in, number 25. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching.
1 sec as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
This is in the air out to right field. Waiting on it, the right fielder. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand. Ready for another shot now. Number 7. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher. Able to pound the zone with all different options.
The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
The third baseman, number 8, Mike Moustakas.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. High and deep to center field. Hicks going back at the track. Gone into Monument Park. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez.
The catcher, number 13.
Now this one's crushed. Left field line. And it's a foul ball. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Chopped weakly to the left. Gregorius is up with it. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. From the stretch.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Lucas Duda sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th. 2 balls and no strikes to the Kansas City left fielder.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Boy, he said
looking at a fastball to end the inning. Royals get 1 here courtesy of Mike Moustakas. Through 5.5, it's 2-0 Kansas City. Here's Brett Gardner now. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
I'm set with the 0-1 to short. There is Escobar, and that's the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aaron Judge. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Ready for another chance? Didi Gregorius, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing. Digging in once again, Hunter Dozier. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pop to Mitch and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. Throw gets him, 2 down. Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Giancarlo Stanton now will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball.
You can tell his eyes lit up at the plate right there. He was not able to control his emotions, stay up the middle, and keep that one fair.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
This one's down to third. Fielded by Moustakas. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Miguel Andujar. He struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 so far. Duffy sets. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle. And no chance there for Escobar. It's a base hit. And with 2 out, the inning will stay alive for Greg Bird.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike 1.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Ready on 0-2. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him. And I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
So stepping in, Austin Romine, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gordon is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope with Merrifield next to hit.
Leading off for Kansas City, second base.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he does.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Ready once again, number 7. Switch hitter batting left here. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. 1-1. The 1-2. Fouled away.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Number 7 is sent packing for the second out of the inning. Mike Moustakas will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key. Here's Brett Gardner now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And that's taken in by Escobar for the first out. Here's big Aaron Judge. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Oh and 1, here it comes. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. Looking to send him packing again. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Here's Didi Gregorius. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss at a ball down.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate, good command of the off-speed pitches, very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
Leading off for Kansas City, the catcher, number 13, Salvador Perez.
Aroldis Chapman enters from the pen to start the 9th inning.
Number 54, Aroldis Chapman.
First offering on its way. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Perez waiting on the 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the 3rd as the count moves to 2-1 now. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Popped him up. Romine moving to his left, and he brings it in on the warning track.
Now back.
Here's the line against Chapman. He's 1 for 5. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And that's the 2nd out.
The left fielder, number 2.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Alex Gordon. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Royals go down 1-2-3. Giancarlo Stanton now. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one.
Now back.
Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounder down the line at 3rd. And past Moustakas down the line. It's a fair ball. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit, and it is troubled. It finds the gap for extra bases. Hicks isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. The tag, and he's safe as it's now a 1-run ball game.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. He's set, and the pitch. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. Catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. And they'll tie the ball game if the run scores, evening things at 2.
That was a really good at-bat right there. You're trying to tie this thing up any way that you can. He hits the sac fly to the outfield, and the tying run comes in to score.
At the plate, number 25. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. The Royals get some action in the bullpen going now as the left-hander starts to throw. Tapper right back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done. Disaster has already struck here in the bottom of inning number 9 as 2 runs come across, and they'll have to work a little longer to try and pull this one out on the road. 10th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. And he falls behind 0-2. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. So next to the plate for the Royals, Brian Goodwin. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1. Fastball right over the outside corner. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Got him to go down swinging there. Brian Goodwin goes down for out number 2 in the top half. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Lifetime line against Chapman. He's 1 for 2.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
Line drive to left. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. Took advantage of a hitter's count on 3-0 and gets on base to keep the inning alive. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Gregorius into shallow left, and the inning is over. Next for New York, Austin Romine. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded back up the middle. Merrifield scoops it up. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Left fielder number 11,
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Brett Gardner. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. First pitch on its way. High in the air out towards shallow right. Merrifield is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in, Aaron Judge. Struggling so far in this one, and 4 ball game right here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Either he missed the take sign or they're just not thinking as a team. The first 2 guys out on 1 pitch, so it could have been a 3-pitch inning if he would have made it out right there.
Into the corner and slicing foul. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least 1 more. Ready once again, number 7, batting from the right side with the southpaw on the mound. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Riding in once again, Mike Moustakas, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Comes set, and the 0-1. Missed with a slider. And a changeup right down the middle.
That changeup came in at 89 miles an hour. You know a guy throws hard when his off speed is in the high 80s.
Lifted in the air out to right. Judge is right there as he takes it for the 2nd out.
The catcher, number 13.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and belted to left by Perez. This one's deep. Gardner has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire. Brian Flynn takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one to the visiting 12th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard hit ball to second. Merrifield picks it up. And there's 1 down now. Digging in once again, Giancarlo Stanton, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Shoots this one over to first. Dozier picks it up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in and looking for more, Aaron Hicks. He singled his last time up. Hit in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Goodwin, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Score remains. Here's Lucas Duda now as he set.
Looking out for the Royals, designated hitter, Lucas Duda.
Chad Green gets the ball as he'll take over to.
For the Yankees, number 57,
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman. And he struck him out. So he's down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. So next to the plate for the Royals, Alex Gordon, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1. little bit outside. 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full. 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. This one skied out toward right. Judge is under it. 2 gone.
First baseman number 17.
Ready for another chance. Hunter Dozier, a hat trick already to his credit in this one, so he's looking to avoid the dreaded golden sombrero here. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pop commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3, so after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to. Here's Miguel Andujar
Leading
now.
off for the Yankees, third baseman, Miguel Andujar.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit back up the middle. Merrifield brings it in. And a good throw gets him. 1 gone.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Greg Bird. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Well, he was definitely trying to end it with one swing at a bat right there, leaving nothing to the imagination. That's the problem sometimes. Everyone wants to be a hero in extra innings instead of just getting on base and playing it like another inning.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Digging in to try it again. Number 25. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Lifted into center field. Goodwin's in pursuit. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Digging in now for Kansas City, Brian Goodwin, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Lifted the other way out to left center. Gardner arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
Got him to go down swinging there. Alcides Escobar goes down for out number 2 in the top half. First pitch on its way. Here's a strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Popped him up. Romine over to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. KC down in order. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2.
Leading off for the Yankees.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air to center field. Goodwin is there, and he has it for the first down.
The left fielder, number 11.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Brett Gardner attempting to, as they say, get off the schneid here. 0 for 5 so far. 1 out, nobody on. That was a curveball that never really broke, stayed high.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aaron Judge. He went down on strikes last time up. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gordon is there to make the catch, and that means we've got. Here's the first pitch to him.
Leading off for Kansas City.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. 2-0. Now the 2-0 home. He swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Ball 3-1 now as that misses down and in. On deck, Mike Moustakas. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Heading after it is Judge, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line hard, but foul. Line to the right side, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Salvador Perez. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Salvador Perez behind in the count, 0-2.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Well, that's a crazy one for a pitcher right there. You're feeling pretty good about yourself, D-Roy. You pump 2 of them in there. You're heading the count 0-2, and you're thinking, hey, this is pretty easy at bat.
Yeah, you step out of the batter's box 0-2, adjust your batting gloves, and hang on for dear life. But he was able to mix in a knock.
Behind 0-2 now. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And he strikes him out here for out number 3, so after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. 1 left for Kansas City.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Royals.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Didi Gregorius. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Leading off for the Yankees.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a line drive. But that's a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Hit toward the right side. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Giancarlo.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A little bouncer. 1 out, nobody on. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here it comes. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Stanton is retired, 2 down now.
Now batting, center fielder.
Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. And looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Very weakly on the ground. Now the 0-1. This one's down to third. On to first, and we're headed for a 15th as that ends. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's going to get through into left. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning.
Gordon not stopping. He's heading for third. And he will make it in safely. He's in at third as the go-ahead run.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers thinking. He's in the dugout with
David Robertson gets to pitch in.
Now pitching for the New York Yankees, number 30, David Robertson.
Here's the first pitch. Late that time for a strike.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
And he strikes out again. And that's the 5th time he's punched out today. This has certainly not been his game. Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. No balls and a strike to count. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1-2.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Here's the first pitch.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
The 1-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. And, oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Well, we've been treated to a neck-and-neck game so far, and the last thing anybody wants is for a misplayed ball to be the difference. But that's where we're at right now as the error leads to the go-ahead run.
And he powers to cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. Merrifield behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will... Stepping into the box, Miguel Andujar. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit to short. And no chance there for Escobar. It's a base hit. So the leadoff hitter reaches base as the potential tying run here in extra innings. Standing in, Greg Bird. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Liner toward right center. And that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one. The relay. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him. Next for New York, number 25. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Cue shot here out towards short. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Soft liner towards short. And he'll put this one away. And with that, the ball game is over.
Hey.